What's up, crew? I'm Shane. Today we are setting up a dual RAVEN CoreStation. This is the hardware box. Don't throw this stuff out, don't misplace it. If you have a RAVEN but you don't have this hardware, you don't have a RAVEN anymore. You need it. You will also need these passcode cards, so don't accidentally throw these out. To set all this up, you're gonna have to get handy. You're gonna want a hammer and a Phillips screwdriver. Let's dig in and we'll see how this goes. First step, we're going to take these system bolts and preemptively screw them into all of the white plastic pieces. Just finger tight at first, and then you can tighten with the screwdriver after. Just don't go too tight, we don't want to break them. If the board you're placing onto them will be running flat or horizontally, you want the holes in these system bolts facing up, and if the board will be going vertically, then you want the holes facing out. Today we're setting up for a dual screen RAVEN, so we're going to put these system bolts here in the center. A note, by the way, is that they'll be facing outward this way, running the length of the board and not upward. If you are setting up for a single screen RAVEN, then you would put system bolts in these two pieces here, and then no matter what, you're also running bolts on the outer sides. Okay, now we're talking dowels. We're going to take one of these wooden dowels. You'll have a big bag of them here. We're going to put one in every spot where there is the system bolts. And you're going to need a hammer. Smash that thing in about halfway. You should bury it about halfway in. All right, we're going to take piece 9 with the larger cutout part being on the side where the monitor control cutout is, and the system bolt holes facing outward, facing toward the leather armrest. We're going to pop it into place over these dowels and system bolts. Hey, look at that. Cool. And then we're going to take this piece here, this is piece 5, and it's going to go Okay, now we've got our system bolts and the dowels in place. We're going to put the thing together on its side. I have piece 1, which is the left side of the unit, on its back on the ground. We're going to put the base plate, the bottom piece in now. We want the plastic feet pointing down, and then we're going to slide it in over the system bolts and the dowels like that. I cannot believe I got that in real time. You just witnessed a miracle. And then once each piece is in, we're going to screw in these bolts, which will tighten each piece together. And next we'll do the back panel. It's piece number 8. Only thing here is just to make sure that these screw pieces are facing outward. Hey.
Boom.
Oh, this way, correct?
No,
No, that way, yes, of course.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Okay, we've got all that in. We're going to wait to put in the top part. Right now I'm going to put in the right leg, which is piece number 2. You know what the right leg is. We're going to pop all these pieces in, and then we'll screw them in. Okay, now we're ready to flip it upright. Don't just push it yourself. There's a lot of weight, a lot of pressure going on. Something could snap. So get someone to help you and then lift it up with 2 people. Okay, now we've got the desk together, so we're going to mount the screens. They will not mount with the feet, the stands on. So we're going to pop those off so that this will fit over it so we can mount it correctly into the desk. It's going to feel odd, it's going to seem odd, but we're going to grab a hammer and you'll see a tab here, and we're just going to lightly tap near the top of this back plate, and it should pop it out that way. Just trust the process, it will work. Okay, just like that. Pop it out. You'll see, you can't see here, but you will see a couple screws that hold the stand in place. We're going to pop those out, and then just so we don't lose them, as soon as we've got the screws out and the stand off, I'm going to throw the screws right back in. Okay, to get the screens mounted, we have to use these Kiko clips. There are two pieces, one that's mounted to the back of the screen itself, and then one that's mounted to the desk. We're going to start with the desk piece, and they're going to get mounted, screwed into each of the, you'll see small plastic white, threaded holes, and one will go on each side of the desk, and then we'll get this placed, and one will go here as well. And you'll see those small white screw holes in each of those positions. All right, we've got them installed on the desk. Now the Kiko clip that goes onto the part mounted to the monitor itself, we're going to mount it here. Just to clarify though, it does go outward where this piece is flush with the outside of the mounting piece, not inward like that. So outward right here, and then we're going to screw it in both sides, and that's it. All right, we've got them on. Now we're gonna slide the Kiko clips together, back of the screen into the ones mounted on the desk itself. Beautiful. We're not worried about cables yet because this will, even when in place, will swivel a bit so you can get back there later when you need to. We got it together. Now we're gonna pop in this top piece, and then once it's in, there will be two fastening bolts that'll go into each of these panels here, and that's it.